When I came here with my friends, we didn't have a care in the world. That was then. This is now. The savages on this island do unspeakable things.
It is brave to swim a storm, but to sunbathe on a beach with pirates, insanity.
They torture. They murder. They have no remorse. And they're holding my friends captive.
Jason, you gotta get me out of here, man.
To be sold into slavery. I want to go home. The only way off this island is to transform myself.
See anything you fancy.
Into something I never thought I could become. But it's not a question of whether my friends will survive.
I'll take your bloody if you like. I like my meat rare.
But how far I'm willing to go to get them back.
Your very own island! For the head of Jason Brody!
You are a warrior. You are Rakyat.
Up there, way up in the skies, you thought you had your finger on the trigger. But down here, you hit the ground.
On this land, I am torn. Part of me wants to fight and repel all outsiders. The other part of me is the outsider. In the name of liberty, I will fight the enemy. Regardless of their allegiance. While men of courage write history of this day, the future of our land depends on those who are truly free.
What did you guys think of that? I thought it looked really good, and I will be the first to admit that my expectations were a teensy bit tempered after playing 3 Assassin's Creed games in 3 years. I was like, how much more can they pull out of me to get excited for Numero Trace? But it looks like they've taken things to another level, which is what I was waiting for. First of all, the modernization does a huge bit for me. I mean, the free running looks vastly improved. I love that bit where they jump on the little rooftop, through the building, back out the window. It reminded me strangely of the Beyond Good and Evil 2 trailer from a couple years back. Not sure if you guys have seen that or not, but very similar. And again, it's kind of hard to tell where does gameplay mix the cinematic, where is the blurring between that line. But regardless, it seems like I have much heavier focus on fluid traversal and more of a in buildings. Like, it looks like you're going to be going in out at a more rapid pace instead of just rooftop running the entire game. Now, also, the graphics engine is definitely significantly improved, which is super exciting because, you know, you move around cities in Assassin's Creed 2, Revelations, Brotherhood, but for the most part, you're like, it's just a different architecture. Felt very similar. Now, with the snow environment, granted, it's a much different aesthetic look, but also, visually, it looks far superior. It has me super stoked on that front. The combat, looking really good as well. I like the Tomahawk. It seems like it's going to be pretty brutal, up close with some of those kills. Guns now added in. You know, before guns were kind of added, seems like they'll play a bigger role this time around. I also like the battles, the way that that's going to kind of factor in. They have high hopes to place you in these epic scenes, and before, where most set pieces were, sure, there were some chases, some big, you know, fights with 8 knights or whatnot, the set pieces were more structures, were more climbing. It looks like this time they're going to be like, hey, we'll give you that, and we're also going to give you these epic battle set pieces, and maybe you'll be involved with hundreds of soldiers. Who knows how many they can fit on screen, but it looks super good. I'm very excited. I think the character's cool, and again, the modernization is what really does it for me. If this was another game set somewhere in Europe, in, you know, some century, I would probably be like, I don't know, like I'm more into Halo 4, I'm more into Dishonored, I'm more into, you know, Borderlands 2, but while I still love those games, this, taking it to a more relevant time period that we can all relate more to, with houses and buildings that look more like us, I think that's very, very cool, and I think it will give you much more of a, oh my god, I'm this crazy assassin in modern day, or close to modern day, in Assassin's Creed 3. So I'm super stoked. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below, how excited you are. Also, did you notice that one of the guys that dies early in the video sounds like a dude from Happy Wheels? I don't know if that's coincidental. I don't know if it's a purposeful little Easter egg or what, or if I'm just losing my mind, but replay back the beginning of the video, and let me know if that guy does sound like, in fact, he is one of the dudes from Happy Wheels. Either way, though, hope you enjoyed the trailer. Leave a like if you were excited for Assassin's Creed 3 coming this fall. Let me know what you think. If you're excited, if you don't really have much enthusiasm, if 3 games in the last 3 years was too much for you, I want to hear your thoughts. Let me know below. Drink some hot cocoa. Have a fantastic day. Watch out for nasty, nasty tomahawks. And until next time, guys and girls, of course, I will have all the coverage of Assassin's Creed 3 when the game actually releases later this fall. But right now, let's just ride that hype train, because it seems pretty cool. Till next time, guys and girls, once again, have a great day, and we will see you all later.
Ah, the San Francisco Bay.
The slow-mo. Fascist slave who protested to get in a lookbook. Everything I scribbled like the anarchist cookbook. Look good, posing in the center for the cookbook. Black on black with the ski mask, that is my crook book. How you like I'm styling, bro? Ain't nobody smiling, bro. About to turn this mother up like Rikers Island, bro. My thuggers and my cripples and my
Taylor on the cut, lifting 6 on your stitching crew. I'm miles ahead of you, you can sit my through. My battle status is burning mansions from Dallas to Malibu. Check my resume, your residence is residue. Call her a skin job, and my honey dick will backflip for you. You playing by your eye socket, she gon' rip it too. Eclipse in the bottom, we dipping from Gotham. Yes, eclipsed by the shadows of dark dance to the coffin. I'm a fellow with melanin, suspect of a felony. With black rock in my law, feds is checking my melody. Running too fast, running too fast. Running, the slow-mo.
For the players. Square Enix and United Front Games have joined forces to bring you an open-world experience unlike any other. Known as the Pearl of the Orient, the island of Hong Kong is an energetic fusion of East and West, old and new. It's one of the most vibrant cities in the world. It also hides a powerful and dangerous criminal organization, the Triads. Operating in the shadows, they control nearly everything. You get to play undercover cop Wei Shen. His mission? Infiltrate the Sun On Yee and bring them down. Wei's loyalties will be tested to the limit, torn by the Triad's code of honor and his duty to the badge.
We have your friend, so listen very carefully.
He is trapped in a spiral of deceit and paranoia.
How'd you think this was gonna go down? Whatever it takes, you remember that?
To make a name for himself in the Triads, Wei will need to shoot, maim, and even kill to follow the orders of those above him.
We gotta prove ourselves to Winston and the Sun On Yee, or we'll never move up.
Wei Shen is an expert martial artist, which allows you to take on and counter enemies of various skills and sizes. With the most advanced fighting system in any open-world game, push your combat skills to a new level. Use the environment to get the job done with style. For extra impact, use objects as you would in a real street fight. Sly enemies sometimes escape. Jump, slide, and dodge obstacles to catch them. Disarm opponents and use their weapons against them. Take cover from enemy fire and, when the time is right, vault out of hiding to trigger slow motion. Masterful gun control is also important when you're behind the wheel. Dispatch enemy Triads on a fiery ride around town as your allies drive. Wei has his pick of vehicles, and whatever he wants, he takes. Choose from over 65 different vehicles. No gun, no problem. Just ram your enemies off the road.
Now time to assess your skill level in Kung Fu.
To survive in the hard world of cops and Triads, Wei will have to toughen up his skills. Earn money to purchase items, outfits, and vehicles. Items in some outfits provide vital buffs to your character stats. Use your Triad connections to help ongoing police investigations.
We just found 3 new bodies under the Aberdeen Bridge.
Burn rubber in many of the underground street races and perform Triad favors to unlock new buffs and moves. Live like a true Triad and get to know the 4 districts of Hong Kong in and out. Try and hold a tune at the karaoke bars. Risk your good looks at the local fight club. Double down for extra cash at the offshore gambling dens, or hit the dockyards to bet on cockfights. And then, there are the ladies. Every act you accomplish affects your face or social standing. Face points increase as you complete jobs, take over neighborhoods, and gain favors among the Triads. The higher your face level, the more respect you command, so you'll have more chances to access high-end shops, to get better discounts at stores, and to move up in the Triads and unlock new missions.
You got the right attitude. It's gonna pay off for you.
Drenched in the blood and sweat of hard-boiled Hong Kong cinema, Sleeping Dogs creates a character as limitless as the world he inhabits. Wei is faced with an immense challenge. To survive undercover in the exotic and dangerous underbelly of Hong Kong, he'll have to keep his friends close and his enemies closer.
With Grand Theft Auto 5, Rockstar have tried to reimagine the open-world game in a number of ways. The game world is beautiful, massive, and diverse. A sprawling, satirical reimagining of modern Southern California, covering mountains and oceans, expensive stores and strip malls, urban decay and untouched wilderness, beaches and backwoods, the sublime and the ridiculous, greed and hypocrisy.
You tell me exactly what you want, and I will very carefully explain to you why it cannot be. What?
So what we doing here?
We're working, amigo.
For the first time, the game features not one, but 3 would-be heroes.
So now what?
Michael, a once successful bank robber, and now less successful family man.
You know, you're a real asshole.
What did you just say to me?
Stop it! You're ruining my yoga!
Franklin, a hungry street hustler convinced he's surrounded by morons.
We can't repo the assets of a dead man, big sitting cheap asshole.
And then there's Trevor. The less said about him, the better. Introducing 3 lead characters transforms both the narrative into one interwoven story and the structure of individual missions. Players can cut between vantage points.
Yeah, I can use a little backup here.
And from one high-octane moment to another.
Gotcha. He's got support!
Get us out of here!
Roger that!
This helps to give missions new levels of diversity and intensity.
Damn.
When not on a mission, the use of 3 lead characters also allow for a touch of voyeurism, as you can drop in at any moment and find out what your new friends have been up to as they go about their days.
Jeez, Pop. Too much more of that and maybe I won't be dead by 35.
Give it up! This is getting way out of hand!
The world is not only huge, it's packed with a vast array of things to see and do. Cars to customize, planes to fly, clothes to buy, sports to play, nirvanas to pursue, oceans to dive, animals to spot, hunt, and be hunted by, freaks to watch, meet, and befriend.
Now get the hell out of here!
Bounties to hunt, and on and on.
How have you been?
Oh, simply wonderful. And you?
Somewhere stuck between joyful and peachy.
There's also been a huge focus on mechanics in the game to make every aspect as fun and fluid as it is broad. Everything from driving and shooting to tennis and bike riding feels fun and responsive. However, alongside all of this leisure, people also have to take care of business. For all their pretensions, these men are dangerous thieves.
It's an industrial area, right? So I'm thinking vehicles. Trash truck to block, tow truck to sack.
To survive, they have to set up and pull off a series of increasingly audacious heists.
Gentlemen, some plans for your attention.
The player sets these up themselves, then decides how they execute them and with whom.
There's 2 ways I see of doing this. We go in smart. Let's go. Or we go in loud and dumb. Let's go. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your moment. Please don't make me ruin all the great work your plastic surgeons have been doing.
After the take is divided, you decide what to spend your money on. Anything from sensible investments like tattoos and fast cars, to risky ventures like stocks and Los Santos real estate. And then there's Grand Theft Auto Online, which we will show you properly soon.